Greetings, my friends. This is Stan Houston. It's Friday, flowing into the weekend. Here's a question for you. Do you believe in miracles? Yeah. Do you believe in miracles? Are they real? Can they be? Have you ever experienced a miracle? I'd love to hear the answer to that question from you. And sometimes I've even asked people that question in perhaps seeing if they would like to work with me or for me. It's a great audition interview question. Do you believe in miracles? Well, now on a little more practical note, did you master the week just past? That's a way of putting it. Did you master the week? Well, there we are. A few musings on miracles and mastery. That's coming up. Again, this is the Master Entrepreneur, and the program, the experience, the conversation begins right now. Greetings once again. My name is Stan Houston, and I am the leader of the Christian Entrepreneur Network and a longtime business performance coach, teacher, broadcaster, the founder of What It Takes Radio, and the leader of this little podcast, or don't call it that anymore. It is an iPod radio broadcast, or more simply, an internet radio program, and it's called The Master Entrepreneur, and we come your way whenever we are on your way. But I'd like to talk to you a little bit today about miracles. I one time knew a gentleman, and it was some years ago, but he was very successful in his work and in establishing some companies. And he said, if you want to be successful, you're going to have to believe in miracles. You're going to have to believe in miracles. He said, I know all the other stuff about metrics and marketing and messaging and all that other stuff, but the M word you have to really believe in is miracles. Now let me ask you that question. Do you believe in miracles? How would you answer that question? Now don't give me that obvious, as someone once said, well, the birth of every baby is a miracle. Maybe. Could be. But the term miracle tends to have a little greater significance. Now, the person who kind of brought it up again, those of us who are watching with sometimes amusement to the conversation and the discussion and the debate between those in the Democratic Party in the United States of America who are seeking perhaps to challenge President Trump in the 2020 election. And one of those is a woman named Mary Ann Williamson, which I guarantee you most people had never heard of. Well, I'd heard of her some years ago because she was kind of a spiritualist person, and she had a very popular course, and it was called A Course in Miracles. Now, I'm not going into any detail about that. I think perhaps in many ways I never took the course. I read a bit about it, and I think I may have looked at the book just a bit. But she had some ideas about miracles. And I'm wondering what you believe about miracles. Here you are trying to make your mark in a marketplace. This is very, very difficult. It is certainly not ruled by spiritual or religious or transcendent realities as much as we can see. But in the midst of that mess of the marketplace, do you believe in miracles? I have tried just recently to live out that belief of mine, and as one person said to me in a conversation, he said, Stan, there are miracles all around you, but you have to remember most miracles are just small miracles. Oh, yes, there are those big and grand and glorious things that happen, and there are healings and relationships that are cured and healed. There are things where you say, wow, that must have been a miracle. And isn't it interesting that God, in His purpose and plans, did not make it possible for miracles to really be proven in any significant way? They could certainly be experienced, they could be testified to, they could be believed in, but they seemingly didn't fit into the we can prove it mode of thinking. The reason I bring this up is I have had in my own life recently an attempt to be a little more aware of my request for, and perhaps the request being answered. I want a miracle. God, we need a miracle. Hey, in the business that's before me, we could use a miracle. Again, a friend said, believe in miracles and ask for them. Believe in miracles and ask for them. And when you think you got one, when one has come to you, why don't you make sure that you thank the source of miracles? We'll just want you to think about that and let that think about that sit on your head. As I oftentimes say, what I want to do, and this is what hopefully this program is all about, it's what your business should be about, any conversation that means to persuade people, it's stir the mind. It is to move the spirit and touch the heart. If this program is good, if it works, it's because in some small way it may have stirred the mind up. Oh, I never thought about that before. That's a new idea. I'm not so sure how I feel about that. Stir the mind. Touch the heart. And in between, perhaps even, move the spirit. So may I ask you, as someone who is seeking to be a master entrepreneur in your life and in your business, would you deal with the miracle question? And be willing to testify to it, think about it, and share your wisdom with others. As my friend said, if you want to own your own business, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to be a business leader that makes a difference, you have to believe in miracles. I'm Stan Houston. This is the Master Entrepreneur. We're just going to go a little over 10 minutes today, but we'll be right back. And we are back. Oftentimes our programs are 5, 10, and 20. And this will be maybe 10 to 12. Not only should you think about the word miracle, but I'm going to ask you to think about another M word, mystery. One of my other mentor friends said, if you want to be successful in life as a leader, you're going to have to create a little bit of mystery about you. That's right. You got to keep people a little off balance. You've got to be a little bit surprising. They can't know you fully. There has to be some mystery about you. What do you think of that? There has to be some mystery about you. Well, here we go. With that in mind, let me ask you this question. How did the week go? Did you master it? Okay. You went through 40, 50, 60 hours, and maybe you still got more time to go. The goal of the Master Entrepreneur is to heighten our strength, our power, our purpose, and our dependence on God so that when things come to us, we have the power and the spirit and the insight and the wisdom to master them. All kinds of challenges and opportunities and responsibilities and things to do came to you this past week. How did you do? What kind of grade would you give yourself in how did I master the past week? Well, there we go. Talked a little bit about Marianne Williamson, and I think she's kind of an authentic person, though she's rather strange, and I certainly won't vote for her. But do you believe in miracles? And if you do, what is that going to change about how you do life and business? Are you seeking to be a master of the good things that are required for you to make your mark in the world and in the marketplace? I'm done. That's our program for Friday, flowing into the weekend. Some of you may also know that I've sent out a couple program videos, and you can find out more about them. Just write to me at radioedge77@gmail.com, radioedge77@gmail.com. We did a little program on how you should check out and find out whether podcasting, what it can do for you. And we're going to be bringing that to the radio program soon. I also talked about how people ask you for money. We've oftentimes taught classes on how to get people to give you money, and there's all kinds of ways that people do that, and we talked a little bit about that, and then I requested that perhaps you would do that for me. A kindness of your support. If our programming and our cause means something to you, I would be grateful if you would support us, sponsor us as you can. Again, reach out to me at radioedge77@gmail.com, radioedge77@gmail.com. Well, Jackson the Wonder Dog is laying in the studio, and he just kind of woke up, and he's ready for the day, and he wishes you all the best, too. Best and blessings. Till next time on The Master Entrepreneur, I'm Stan Houston. Bye for now.